A couple from Minneapolis decide to escape a brutal winter by heading to Florida to warm up. They plan to stay at the same hotel where they honeymooned 20 years earlier. Because their schedules do not line up, the husband flies down on Thursday, while his wife plans to follow the next day. The husband checks into the hotel and notices there is a computer in the room. He decides to send his wife a sweet email. Unfortunately, he accidentally mistypes her email address by one letter and sends it without noticing. At the same time, in Houston, a widow has just returned home from her husband's funeral. Her husband had been a minister who passed away suddenly from a heart attack. She sits down at her computer, expecting condolences from friends and family, and opens her email. After reading the first message, she screams and faints. Her son rushes into the room, finds her on the floor, and sees the message still glowing on the screen. To my loving wife, date, January 19, 2018. Subject, I've arrived. I know you're surprised to hear from me. They have computers here now, and you are allowed to send emails to your loved ones. I've just arrived and have been checked in. I've seen that everything has been prepared for your arrival tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you then. Hope your journey is as uneventful as mine was. P.S. Sure is freaking hot down here. Paul steps off the elevator on the 40th floor and nervously knocks on the door of his Tinder date. She opens it and turns out to be just as stunning and charming as her profile promised. She smiles and says, "I will be ready in a few minutes." She points to a small dog at her feet and adds, "Why do not you play with Rollo while you wait?" "He does wonderful tricks," she continues. "He rolls over, shakes hands, sits up, and if you make a hoop with your arms, he will jump through." Paul walks out onto the balcony with Rollo. The dog happily rolls over. Then Rollo shakes Paul's hand. Next, Rollo sits up right on cue. Paul makes a hoop with his arms. Rollo jumps through, straight over the balcony railing. A moment later, Paul is leaning over the edge, staring down at what is left of Rollo, when his date steps outside. She asks cheerfully, "Is not Rollo the cutest, happiest dog you have ever seen? By the way, where is he?" Still looking down, Paul replied, "To tell you the truth, Rollo seemed a little depressed to me."